how to not be in habitual pattern, how to not be stuck in where you're stuck. We're all stuck. Except if you're not a Buddha, you're a little stuck. If you're almost a Buddha, you're a lot less stuck. But everybody is stuck, and we're just getting unstuck. We're just moving toward wisdom and getting more unstuck. And Alexander, we just kind of get into it. Starts out small, interesting. But we kind of get into the whole idea of becoming unstuck and freedom and energy. If you're in pain, it's real clear. I'm in pain, what can I do? And this works, Most people that do Alexander, they come because they're in pain, which keeps us alive, the Alexander teachers, but, it's great and it's perfect. It's the perfect panacea for human suffering. But certain percentage of people go beyond that. Or they want to be a great so-and-so. I want to be a great actor. I want to be a great musician. I want to be a great dancer. I want to be a great horseback rider. I want to be a great martial artist. I want anything you name it. Golf, tennis. Working at my desk, dealing with my colleagues. If you get the picture, I want to be good and succeed. Then Alexander can come to you that way. That's the best way for it to come to you, but it don't matter. However it comes to you. And whatever you walk away with it is fine. You don't have to. You just take what you take. So you just breathe out in Alexander. I'll talk more. Buddhism talks more about this whole process in a certain way. So there's a little bit of controversy with Buddhist meditation, and I've run into controversy. The main reason I've run into controversy is because I am fearless in making a noise. I became fearless. It was so good. I just could not go against wisdom. I could not say, throw out the wisdom and worry about Johnny's hurt feelings who's sitting next to you who can't deal with that noise. And I don't know. I probably should have been. I don't know. I just had no choice. And I was, attacked. There's more to it than that. But some people thought I was going against the teachings. And here's the teachings. The teachings say do not manipulate the breath in Buddhism. But let me tell you, everything else they talk about is let go of the out breath. I don't think they think letting go on the out breath qualifies as manipulating the breath. Please understand this point. Manipulating the breath is when you do something on the in-breath to inflate yourself artificially. That's what manipulating the breath means. There's nothing you can do in terms of letting go on the out-breath that's going to be problematic in manipulating the breath. Just trust me on this point. If you don't trust me on this point, try it, and you will realize the truth of what I'm saying. And if you don't trust me and you don't try it, and whatever, it's your problem, as far as I'm concerned. But whatever, we can argue the point. But I'm just going to say, try it. If you try it, you're going to see there's no problem. It's perfect. It's exactly what you've been told to do to begin with. You've been told to let go on the out breath, dissolve into space. There is a gap. This may be a little advanced, but we teach this right at the beginning. There is a gap. A gap is where the wisdom lives. So you just let go, go out, and you encounter something new that you've been hiding from in a way. You've been sort of covering up. Ordinarily, you cover up that gap. There's a gap on the in-breath, too. So easier to access, I think, on the out-breath. But either way, you can access it on the in-breath. Gap. But we emphasize the gap on the out breath. Gap. Your world might fall apart a little bit there, but that's kind of the good news. The ego thinks that's the bad news. The ego thinks that's the worst news it ever heard of. And it'll fight this kind of thing, you know. A lot of people have done a lot of Buddhist meditation. They don't get near the gap. They don't get near anything like what I'm talking about. That to them is not it, you know. To them, what is it is, look at me, I'm a piece of wood. I don't move. I have a certain amount of realization in my practice, and it's all good. Trust me on this. It is all good. When they are sitting, they are a better being than before they learn how to sit. They are fantastic. Problem is, when they get off the cushion, they go completely back to where they were. It's as if they never had meditated. And they never really progress much. They don't progress much in their meditation, even though they find a nice place to be. Boom. Look at this. Found this place. It's a kind of, it's a sort of dull samadhi. It's more powerful than what they're doing but then they get off and nothing. Their old habits are completely overtaken. They don't. That's fine, you know. I'm not railing against those people. I'm just telling you something. You can. There's two ways to go. You know, you can stay where you were and just kind of keep it, or you can explore this uncertainty, which is what the whole point of this thing is to explore this. And you just start to become a different kind of person. You start to practice mindfulness. That's the problem we have, is it's all about mindfulness, but nobody knows how to practice mindfulness off the cushion. Almost nobody. I mean, it's sad. You see these great teachers, you know, and they are great teachers. But they, you know, watch them try to do walking meditation is the most pitiful thing you've ever seen. They have no idea how to walk. Or, you know, do much, really, besides study and, you know, be rather profound intellectually, or whatever. Whatever, people just have a hard time with mindfulness, which is so powerful about Alexander. It gives you all these tools. All of a sudden, you got a toolkit for mindfulness, but the ordinary practitioner does not have a toolkit for mindfulness. I mean, they know what they're supposed to do, but they got no way of putting it in practice. Alexander is the supreme skillful means for putting mindfulness into practice, if you ask me. And a big part of Trungpa Rinpoche's teachings was addressing this point. I got 15 minutes on these little videos. If I go over, I got problems. Uploading them to YouTube, then uploading them to my website. So I have to stop. And then I'll start again. Do another one I might have to do. Who knows? Fun.